Hey everyone, Brian here from Vintage Classic Specialist. Happy Friday, everyone. It is time for another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. So guys, say goodbye to this beauty. It is leaving tomorrow, Saturday. Owner is going to come pick it up and take it back to Santiago, which is where he resides. So yeah, I will. I'm going to do at least a short walk around of this just to kind of go over everything that we did to the car. If you follow the channel regularly, you kind of know all the things we did, but that way at least we'll have one video that kind of covers at least the major things we did. And we did a lot on this car actually. And we're very proud of how it came out, and I think the owner is going to love it. So as far as what I did to this car today, took it for a couple test drives, runs and drives great. I had test driven it already, so no surprise there. Adjusted his fan belt, which was a little loose, I guess, after it kind of got seated in. And adjusted, kind of went over, checked all his brakes. This one was a little bit on the tight side, so loosened it up a click or two. What else, guys? I think that was about all that I did on this one today. So just those last few little drives around to make sure everything is functioning properly, and yeah, so it's ready to go home and be enjoyed. So I did that today. The other thing is, which I don't really have any show and tell for, so I'll just point it at this beautiful car while I'm talking, even though it has nothing to do with this car. For the orange Carmen Ghia, I disassembled his rear trailing arms today, so pulled out the stub axles and the bearings and all that, and got those ready to clean up and paint and so on. So took care of that, took some of that orange Ghia. I took his front beam over for degreasing and sandblasting. And let's see what else. I took the seat frames for the orange Ghia over to for powder coating. So yeah, lots of little stuff like that. That's not super exciting to talk about or whatever, but again, it's all sort of part of a project and keeping it moving forward. The other thing that happened with the orange one today is Santiago and I went over to our upholstery supplier, and we're trying to pick out some leather that was close to what he wants. So he sent me some pictures of some colors that he was interested in, and also he said he's interested in leather. And so we found this combination, which is reasonably close to what he wanted. But the challenge is with leather is that normally you only use leather on the seating surfaces themselves. So I'll use this seat as an example. These aren't leather, of course, but just for sake of argument, like if you were doing these seats in leather, you would do this seating surface here and this seating surface here in leather. And then normally what you would do is you do the non-seating surfaces, so the edges, the sides, even the back here, you would do those in a vinyl, which theoretically should be the exact same color that you use for the seating surface. So the challenge is sometimes there's not necessarily a good match to, say this material here, which would be kind of the main, well, he was going to have a two-tone. So this would be like the center sections of the seats, and then this would be the outsides, and then also the backs and sides and stuff like that. Anyway, so this would be the one here that we would actually need a good color match for in vinyl, and it does not really seem available. There's like a million different browns out there, but none is really a good match to this one, which is called Bourbon. So talked to the owner, and I think we're probably actually going to go with vinyl, and then we'll be able to find some that are, more or less these colors. They don't have to be perfect matches to these if we're not using leather, but again, we want to kind of go with the same combination of like a darker and lighter brown. So I'll probably go ahead if he decides for sure that he doesn't want to use leather, then we'll go back to the upholstery shop and we'll find basically these colors or close in vinyl, and then we'll start start in on the materials. So Santiago actually started in today on the orange Ghia with making the carpet kit itself. And I think he also started in on making the headliner. So yeah, we're already starting the upholstery for that car, even though we don't have the final vinyl or leather materials. He did pick out the carpet, which is going to be German score weave oatmeal. So we bought that today. Santiago started making the carpet kit, and then he started making the wooden panels for the door panels and stuff. Again, I'm just pointing at this car because it's a Ghia, but I'm talking about the orange one. But yeah, he started making the wooden panels for the inside, and he started making the headliner, started making the carpet kit. So yeah, the interior is already well underway for the orange Ghia. Let's see what else. And I think tomorrow the undercoating is also happening on the orange Ghia. So lots going on with the orange Ghia. I also ordered the wiring harness for it today too, because that actually has to go in before the carpet and headliner. So hopefully we'll have that early or mid next week. So you guys are going to see lots of progress on the orange Ghia here starting very soon. So let's see, guys. This one, like I mentioned, did a couple things, took it for a few test drives. Let's step outside for a second and talk about the white 67 Beetle. All right, guys, here's the white 67 Beetle. So I mentioned, I think yesterday, that I had managed to secure a rear clip for this car. And so here it is. Rene is super fast and super good. He already put in the rear clip and has been working on it. So he's not done quite yet with it here, but if you look closely, you can kind of see where this has been welded in. So these welds will be ground down more, and then he'll do body work and straighten this out, and then a little skim coat over it, and boom, you'll never know that this has been replaced. But yeah, pretty much the whole rear clip is replaced from here back, including the apron. The rear clip that was on here, in addition to the apron being in really bad shape and having a lot of rust, the car did have rear accident damage, and so the sides here were pretty beat up on the original one. So since we got all this area here with the apron, we just went ahead and replaced the whole rear clip. And so yeah, there you guys go. So yeah, lots happening on this one too. And again, he's been doing body work on the roof, getting the line really nice between the sunroof and the roof itself. Wow, that was kind of dumb. Lots of time kind of dialing that all in. And I don't know what this dude's problem is. Peeling out in his minivan. Wow. Moron. Anyway, sorry guys. Anyway, yeah, he replaced a bunch of rusty sections like here and so on. So yeah, that is what is happening on this one. Hold on a second. Okay guys, and just because it's beautiful, here is the orange Ghia. So this is all polished now and pretty much ready for undercoating. And like I mentioned earlier, Santiago's already been starting on some bits and pieces of upholstery for it. So there you go, guys. All polished up and bright as HELL. Again, this guy, the joke I like to make is this guy is not gonna have to worry about somebody hitting him in this car because they don't see it, because it is impossible. You can still see this car when you close your eyes. It's so bright. Love this color. It's totally amazing. Anyway, guys, so that's where this thing stands right now. All right, this one, which we had in for a number of small things, some paint fixes. Again, this was the last car that we had painted at an outside shop, and it had some paint issues, which we took care of under warranty. Put a stereo amplifier in it. So this car is also supposed to leave tomorrow. The only other thing that I had to do unexpectedly was I had to put in new window winders because, let me go inside real quick and I will show you the ones that broke. Hold on. Okay, sorry guys, and sorry that my video today seems very disjointed. I'm kind of like going back and forth between all these different projects, but that's kind of what's going on around the shop today. Lots of everything. Anyway, so that car I had put in the Wolfsburg West. I believe these were from Wolfsburg West. 1 year on. Yes, there's a little Wolfsburg West logo there. So 67 only handles, and these are kind of junky. The knob is like super loose on here, and in fact, I think this one is also about ready to break off. Well, the passenger one, literally, when I went to roll up the window this morning after I moved the car outside, this literally just broke off, and you can kind of see where it's tore there. So the car obviously is not a 67; it's a 69. But I did have to put in 65, 6, and 7 window regulators because of the one-piece windows in that car. And so they take more like this earlier style handle. And because the car is a cowl car, I decided to put in 67 window winders because, you know, again, that's kind of like the quintessential cowl look year. But these are terrible, and one of them broke, and I think this one is about to break. So went ahead and replaced those with 66 and earlier style, which have the hard plastic knob, and I think they're going to last a lot longer than these. So that was something that I had to do on the 69 that I hadn't really anticipated, but kind of glad it happened here at the shop. And instead of, you know, when the guy takes the car for a ride next time or whatever, and because this was definitely ready to pop off. So glad it happened, and then I was able to take care of it because he is picking that car up tomorrow. So guys, that is it, other than just to say I have texted with the owner of this bus, and he's going to start looking into making arrangements to have it picked up. So this one is probably going to be gone before too long too. So we'll have at least 1, 2, and then the Cowlick car 3 leaving here pretty soon. So anyway, guys, that is it for today. Again, I will do a walk around video of this car. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you again actually tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.